Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video. So I'm sat on my living room table and I have vlogged nothing today, but I'm gonna update you guys because there's some changes today. So first of all, I live in the UK. I wake up early and the sun does not rise early enough anymore for me to take my check-in, and I have to take my check-in fasted, right? Like no food, no water. So I don't want to spend like 2 hours without any like water or coffee in me when I wake up. So I bought a ring light. I bought a ring light for my check-in this morning and I used that to take my pictures. I had to like faff about for a good hour to find a good place to put the ring light to take the check-in, but I got some good pictures. I'll kind of insert them on the screen right now. I am shook at my back pose. Like when I saw that this morning, I was like, holy shit, that's me. Like that's me. Like, you know, it hasn't like registered. So I did that. Obviously sent through my check-in to Dylan. Weight wise on the scale, I've been like the same weight all week. Like since last check-in, haven't really lost weight. I'm not mad though because I look a lot better this week, I think. And I'm feeling a lot better today. I remember last vlog I told you guys that I was starting to feel low on energy, more irritable, kind of just not like a bit more tired and stuff, a bit more slow. But today's been like a fantastic day. I think I just had more caffeine than usual, but it's that point in prep now where I have to ramp up my caffeine dosage. But I also did a comparison. I compared my like 1 month out pick from this season to like last time I competed in 2020. The difference is fucking insane. So yeah, that really fired me up today, and that's why I'm in a good mood. Just seeing kind of how far I've come. And I'm a month out. It's crazy to think that I'm a month out from my first show of the season. So it's getting very, very real. And the one thing though, this prep that's kind of really annoying is my digestion is really not going well. I know this might be TMI for you guys, but you have to understand that like when you're a competitor, like all these small variables really do matter, because obviously like that could explain why my weight's not been dropping, although I look so much leaner, I really do. And it's just important to get good digestion because on stage you want your waist to be nice and tight. So that's kind of some stuff I told Dylan about. I told him in my check-in that my digestion was not great, and Dylan just got back to me with a couple of small changes. He's giving me a refeed on Thursday, my rest day, because that's the day right before I start my training week on Friday. So he gave me a refeed to have on Thursday, and then also he has bumped up my cardio to 60 minutes per day. I'll just show you guys a video of what he said.
Aaliyah, happy second day. Girl, yes, everything is going well over here. Very happy to see this update. I was really excited to get to your check-in after I saw that, the progress pictures on Instagram, looking at your glutes. Holy shit, they are coming through. Tie-ins are pulling there. You can see the tie-ins and just that depth and density that I was talking about in between the upper glute and then your tie-in. That's exactly what we want. So we still have some fat to get off of there, as well as that outer glute. But I'm telling you right now, once you get on stage, girl, this is going to be lights out from the back. I'm really excited for you. I know that you asked about how much more weight do we have to lose, and I'm going to say about 4 pounds plus or minus 1 pound, which we're 4.5 weeks out, so that's going to be right on track. Again, you're right where you need to be, and I couldn't be any happier with this. So you're going to see I'm going to throw an influx of 275 carbs at you tomorrow, holding all other intakes stable for the rest of the week. Going to bump your cardio to 60-minute sessions, and that's what we're looking at for this week. As far as your digestion goes, though, so you're saying your bowel movements are about once every 2 to 3 days. And the fact that you're in pain, I do want to make sure that we address this. So a couple things. I'm glad to hear that you're doing the ACV and the glutamine daily. I'm not for sure if I recommended foam rolling out your abdomen area. This is something that I do every morning in a fasted state alongside with apple cider vinegar. Belly down on a foam roller and just roll all the way down to my lower abdomen. A lot of times that does help shuttle and elicit a bowel movement shortly after. In addition to that, if you have access to like a hypervolt or a TheraGun, the physical therapy vibration guns, I would recommend hypervolting your abdomen area out and around your bowels. And a lot of times that can further loosen up your stool too. And then also looking at your fiber. So you're consuming 140 carbs a day, consuming about 35 to 40 grams of fiber every single day. I would actually, I could see this potentially causing the reverse effect in your bowels and actually, preventing us to have consistent bowel movements, just considering it's so high. So my recommendation moving forward also as well with this week would be to drop the fiber maybe down to about 25 grams-ish tops, and see if that helps, and just opt for more simple foods, because 25 grams of fiber is going to be plenty to elicit a bowel movement. Now, sometimes, more fiber actually goes against us, and I think this might be the case. So drop that fiber down just a little bit, and let me know how it goes. Give me that biofeedback next week, and hopefully it does help with your bowel movement for this upcoming week. So really proud of how we're looking, girl.
So yeah, that was his video reply. I'm a bit shook at like how little I have left to lose, because I genuinely thought I had a lot more. So he said 4 or 5 pounds, which is like 2-3-ish, give or take, kilos. I thought I had like 3 to 4, but 4 or 5 pounds is so doable in a month. So I'm feeling really good about that. I think the main thing is like the scale is playing with my head, because I keep on, like, my only point of reference right now is my previous prep. In my previous prep, I stepped on stage at like 49.5 kilos, and I'm just coming to grips with like how much muscle I actually did gain. So speaking of which, by the way, I want to have a very honest chat with you guys about something that I think girls don't talk about as much as guys do. Like, if you're someone who's in the bodybuilding space, or you follow bodybuilding, or you you're kind of into this kind of stuff, performance enhancing drugs are a thing, and they're legal in the UK, so I can talk about this here. So I was at a posing seminar this weekend, right? And I was talking to a few of the girls, and I was really shocked to find out that everyone was taking performance enhancing drugs. Things like Clen, T3, T4, Anavar, Winstrol. And I was like, oh, because like someone asked me like, what supplements do you take? And I was like, creatine. And then they were like, no, like supplements. And I'm like, oh, like I was so innocent and naive that I was like, oh no, like I'm natural. And they're like, what? Like no way, da da da. And I was like, well, thank you, but like, yeah, I'm not morally against PEDs at all. Like, if you're using them safely and your coach knows what they're doing, like, that's cool. I just wish that girls talked about it more, because I'm genuinely very, very oblivious and naive. Like, I know that maybe like the pros and the Olympians take stuff, and I know that all other divisions other than bikini, like if you're in figure, women's bodybuilding, men's physique, kind of like to be competitive, yeah, you can't be natural. Like if you're like a wellness girl, you want to be competitive, like you can't do that naturally. It's a matter of fact. But I do genuinely believe that in bikini you can do well naturally. Like that's just kind of a genuine belief that I have. So that's why I didn't realize how prevalent PEDs were. So that was just interesting, and something where I'm like, oh, that opens my eyes to like this side of the sport a bit more. People ask me like, would you ever? And to be honest, like I don't think so. At least not for like another 2-3 years, unless my coach really thinks it could help. And I do trust Dylan because he's very knowledgeable on all things PEDs. But yeah, I just thought I'd touch on that, because in my head I was like, there's no way I've gained this much muscle. Like I don't take anything, but apparently I've gained a fuck ton of muscle. And I think apparently as well, not apparently, but I think last time when I dieted down for a show, it wasn't too lean. I just lost too much muscle during that prep, because looking back, I didn't sleep that prep. I was reading some journal entries from back then. Like I was sleeping 2-3 hours a night, whereas now, knock on wood, solid sleep, 2 hours of REM, 7 hours total sleep every night. My training right now is so much better. Like I know how to fucking train, not only hard but with good techniques. Wow, I've been talking for like almost 8 minutes now, so it's gonna be a very rambly vlog, but I've got some exciting things coming up. So what I'll do is I'll vlog full day of eating refeed on Thursday. Lots of bagels are going to be consumed on Thursday. And then one of my clients, Mel, you guys might remember her from a couple of vlogs ago when I went to France for her show. She's coming to London to compete in London. She's staying at my flat for the weekend. So yeah, we're gonna vlog the show. And then Chloe, so if you guys don't know, I work in collaboration with Chloe because she has a team called Team Fit by C, and I do prep coaching for her team, and we've just kind of been good like internet friends for the past couple years. She's doing the pro show this weekend as well, so we're gonna go see her. And I've got a beach shoot on Friday that I'm gonna vlog, and a training video on Friday that you guys are gonna get epic montage of. So this is gonna be a a monster video, a monster vlog, and I can't wait for you guys to come along with me. So I'm gonna shut up now because I've got a bunch of work I need to finish off, but I will catch you guys later.
Hello! Hi everybody!
Alright guys, it is now Thursday, and I told you guys I would do a full day of eating today because it is a refeed. So this time I'm only having one high day, so it's like a really high carb. I'm hitting 135 protein, 275 carb, and 30 fat today. So very low fat, very high carb. So I'm not really adding in like new foods or anything. It's more just a question of like bigger quantities. So for my first meal, before my first meal I had my usual coffee. I added this vanilla 0-calorie creamer from Skinny Food Co. It's so good, like it's so nice. So I added some of that to my coffee this morning, and then I had meal one, which was some cream of rice, protein powder, a bagel thin, a full bagel thin, not half of it, the full fucking bagel thin, guys. I had the 2 circles of the fucking bagel thin with vegan Nutella jam spread, and that went down a treat. For my cream of rice recipe / method, it's in a separate video. I'll link it somewhere here, but go check that out. And then I just got to like doing a bunch of work, so that was kind of meal one.
Dude, I wish I had that amount of carbs.
I know.
I'm on poverty macros right now.
I know.
92 carbs on both days.
It's so sad. I almost died during my cardio this morning. Like it was so hard. I did like an hour fasted. I called my mom during my cardio, and that it helped me kind of push through and like kind of forget the time that was going by. So it is a rest day, but these carbs are going to carry over to my leg session tomorrow, which I am going to be filming. I'm going to just go do some work now, and I'll catch you guys for meal number 2. Alright guys, so it is time for meal number 2. We've got our usual mince, usual green beans, and carbs have entered the chat in the form of sweet potato. So this is just some sweet potato that I put in the microwave. I microwave my potatoes because it's just easier and quicker, and I'm too lazy to make them in the oven. I know they taste really nice and crispy in the oven, but I'm a lazy fuck. So this is the ordeal. So this is for sweet potato, I'm supposed to be having 180 grams twice today, so 360 total. Raw weight, this is 450 total. I'm gonna measure the total cooked weight and do the math. In general, guys, by the way, like you wanna always track your meals raw weight, not cooked. So let me show you on MyFitnessPal what I've got here. So on MyFitnessPal, you'll notice here, like my mince, that weight is the raw weight. The green bean is the raw weight. Sweet potato is raw weight. So what you do is you want to log your meals raw weight because that's more accurate. And then you cook, obviously, the total amount that you want. And then once it's cooked and it's cooled down, weigh the total cooked weight and then divide it into the portions that you want. But always log your meals kind of raw weight. So this is going to be my next meal here. Mince, green beans, and then sweet potatoes. So I'm gonna go ahead, prepare that, and I'll show you guys the finished product. So I just went and got a very needed coffee from Starbucks. If you're a Starbucks person, blonde roast is so much nicer than like the regular roast. So next time you go to Starbucks, ask for blonde roast. I always just get like a blonde Americano, and I add my own almond milk, which I obviously do track. I can't put like that much almond milk into my coffees anymore because of how low my fats are, especially today. I'm only on 30 grams of fat. And had that, plowed through some more work. A lot of changes, a lot of big exciting things happening with Limitless coaching, so stay tuned for that, guys. So I'm about to have meal 3 right now. We've got the second bagel thin of the day going down. I'm gonna have that with some Jim Jams, chocolate, Nutella, vegan goodness, and some vegan mince as well. So that is going to be meal number 3. I can't believe I'm having an entire bagel again for the second time today. Life is honestly a gift. Alright guys, so it is time for a snack. Welcome to my fridge. I hoard most of it. Like those top 3 shelves are all my shit, and then I've got a plate of food there, and then the rest is all Sam's. Lol. So I've got some melon. I'm gonna have this as a snack. It's just 320 grams of melon. I buy this like cut up because I'm lazy and I don't like chopping up stuff. So I have been sticking to my fruit a day. I've been doing more strawberries recently every day, but I felt like melon today, so this is my next snack. Hello.
Hello.
Hi guys, this is Mel. She's back. She's staying at mine. She's back and she's more shredded.
Yes.
Do us a front double bicep. Yes. Attends, le lighting est merdique. Bouge ici. C'est contre-jour. Voilà. Let's go. Yes. Eating. Alright guys, so next meal is the same as meal 2. I've got sweet potato, green beans, and mince. Super boring. I'm just gonna add some salt to this. That's how I flavor it. And then you guys know what the last meal is gonna be, but I'm gonna show you anyway. So yeah. Alright guys, so it is now Friday and I had a bit of like an eventful morning. Basically, I woke up at 4:30 to catch a 5:55 train and it got cancelled. So I just sat at the station like doing some work on my work phone for like an extra 45 minutes. I finally got on the train. As you guys can see, I got myself a much needed coffee from Costa. I am going to Grave, I think it's called. Matt is picking me up from there, and then we're driving to this place called Old Hunstanton Beach. And it's like got really pretty cliffs, and it's just a really nice beach for like photos and stuff. I packed like 10 bikinis because I'm gonna get a bunch of content today. So that's the plan, and I will be taking you guys along with me. Alright guys, so update, I'm now in the car with Matt. Hi Matt.
Hi.
We are an hour and 30 minutes away from Hunstanton Old Beach. I'm about to eat meal 1, which is my famous mince and green beans. And I'm eating this now, that way it digests by the time we get there and I'm not bloated in the bikini. When I was on the train and I did like that intro for you guys, this guy was like, hey, you famous? And I was like, fuck off. I really hate people, so this is the vibe. I'll catch you guys when we get to the shoot location, and then I'll overlay some of the pictures as well. I've got like 10 bikinis packed because I want to get as much content as I can as possible from this one day. So yeah, I will catch you guys later. A bit of a change from our usual muscle works in Bethnal Green. We are training legs today yet again. That has not changed. So we are going to be starting off with lying leg curls today. I don't usually start with leg curls, but today it is the only hamstring exercise that I've got. And I feel like if I only have one hamstring exercise and I do it at the end of a workout, I'm kind of dead after like leg pressing, lunging, that kind of thing. So we are starting with leg curls first. 3 sets, myo-rep style sets. So with myo-rep matching, what I'm doing is the first set is going to determine the number of reps I have to do. And then sets 2 and 3, I can take as many mini breaks as I want until I reach the same number of reps as the first set with the same weight. That's the myo-rep match kind of technique that I'm going to be using. What's great about leg curls before leg pressing as well, it warms up the knees quite nicely, I find. So yeah, let's just get straight into it, lying leg curls. number 2 is gonna be the leg press. Now obviously I'm not training at my usual gym, right? So it's a different machine. It's the hammer strength leg press. I usually use a side back squat press, so I can't really compare my numbers. And this is something that a lot of my clients say to me, like, oh, I'm training in a different gym and everything feels so heavy or everything feels so light. Like, don't try and match your like reps and numbers if the machine isn't the same, okay? So if you're like in that scenario, what you want to do is stick to your prescribed rep range and go to failure in that rep range. So try and kind of go for like intensity and like, you know, that kind of thing rather than just numbers, because it's not going to be consistent if you're in a different gym. So leg press, we're going to be doing 4 sets. This is like my main quad exercise, which is why we're doing 4 sets for it. Yeah, I feel kind of dead. It's like, you know, I'm less than a month out now, so energy is dipping, but something that really helps me kind of just get after it is I always just think about not wanting to be outworked by anyone else. Like, I want to be that hardest worker, like, despite the fatigue, despite the, yeah, hunger sometimes. I just want to be that person that pushes through no matter what. So, I'm going to do a couple warm-up sets and then get straight into my working sets. Alright guys, change of plans. Basically, I did a warm-up set on the hammer strength leg press. I've used it before, so I know what it's supposed to feel like. This one, at the bottom, it's like, it lags almost. It's like, I can't hit the safeties because something in the machine just slows it down. I think it needs to be like oiled or something, I don't know. So I'm gonna change the exercise. I never usually do this, but as a one-off, it's not gonna kill me. I'm gonna use the Panetta squat machine. I warmed up on this and it actually felt pretty decent. So yeah, as long as I'm hitting the same muscle group, same volume, same intensity, that's like all that matters. So we're gonna do this for 4 sets and then hip thrust.
You got 2 more sets?
Yeah. Fuck. Update. I added a wedge because I'm trying to make this more quad focused. Well, I'm dizzy. I'm trying to make this more quad focused, so I find that using the wedge helps me like allow my knees to travel more forward in front of my toes. So any squatting movement you want to make more quad focused, just elevate your heels either with like plates or if you've got a wedge, even better.
You look like you've been beaten up on your shoulders.
Huh?
You look like your shoulder's been beaten up.
Yeah, this machine always does that to me.
War wounds.
Battle scars. Okay. Smith machine hip thrust, Smith machine lunges, then we're done. lunges. So the deficit, I'm using a small step to elevate my front foot. The reason being, you can get a better range of motion, meaning your back knee has like a few more inches to go lower. That's gonna stretch out your glute a lot more and really just kind of, yeah, increase the range of motion so you can get better stimulus, better hypertrophy, better results using less load. So you don't have to go as heavy. And it's not a bad thing to not go as heavy if you are getting better mind-muscle connection, better stimulus, and better hypertrophy, because if you load it less with better results, you're going to get less injury, or less, like, your risk of injury is reduced basically in your joints, because if you load it super heavy and do half reps, sure, it feels hard, but it feels hard on your joints, not your muscles. And although I'm only 22, I have arthritis in my left knee, so I have to be careful. That's why I wear knee sleeves, by the way. Anyway, 3 sets and we're done. Alright guys, so I have survived yet another leg day. All your likes and all your prayers, they're working. So yeah, that was my leg workout for today. Honestly, all the carbs I had during my refeed yesterday, I think really helped. And I also had 2 energy drinks before training today. So yeah, it was a super long day, like, you know, shooting, that kind of thing. I had done already, like, I think 11,000 steps before starting legs, so I'm really happy that I still had a good session, good numbers, that kind of thing. And I'm gonna just end the vlog here, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you're still around here and you're still watching to the end, comment down below the word toenail with no explanation, all right? And make sure you like the video, subscribe for more weekly content. Stay tuned for next vlog. I'm going to be vlogging my client's show day here in London, so it can be exciting, and obviously my 3.5 weeks out check-in. So stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!